Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
That's what I like about La Casa, is because I feel that people are willing to try something new. You know, we were talking about music and what it means to people, and the thing is that music is a world within itself, a language that expands the universe. You don't even have to have the same language except for music. Music is the language. Music is what feeling sounds like. You know what I'm saying? What else can I tell you about music? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I don't think it's me guiding people. I think it's maybe I'm a spokesperson for God. Music is something that speaks to the heart. It's those things that I think we were talking about, how music is one of those guideposts of life. That's the whole thing about music, is that it touches your heart, and I really love it. I love it when people come to me and they say, "Oh, that last hymn just hit me so strongly. I loved it." Or in the praise services, when you see the high school students and they're woo woo, I love that. It's so much fun. It just energizes me. And I feel like my job here in the church is to take the message from the Bible, not only the Bible, but what the pastors are trying to bring forward, and it's up to me to kind of put a focus on that, or to amplify what they're saying through music. And that is a dream job, where people ask me, "What do you do all day?" Like, well, I listen to music and I play music. That's pretty much what I do.
One of the core values that we have as a worship team here at La Casa is what John 4:23 talks about, where God is instructing us to speak, or to worship rather, in spirit and in truth. He's looking for people that would worship in spirit and truth. And so with as much integrity and authenticity as we can bring to the table, we passionately pursue our gifts as a team. I have the unique privilege of being able to be one of those persons in a leadership role here with the music ministry, and consider it a tremendous honor to be able to do that. I'd like to take an opportunity on behalf of our whole church family to invite you guys to come and be a part of our ministry. Come worship with us on Sunday morning here in the gathering place. We meet at 10:30 every Sunday, and we just have a great time. Love to do what we do, all for the glory of God.
That I'm wandering, turn to mountains that I can't climb.
You know, as a ministry team, we really want to help all people to know that worship is more than just a fleeting experience. It's a lifestyle. It's a way that we live. It's more than just coming in and hanging out with a bunch of people and playing music and singing songs and hearing a message and kind of the things that we do in church. It's a way of life. It's what we're created for. And we just want to do everything that we can to encourage that authentic, maybe identification with who it is that God created us to be, and what it is that He's called us to be as His creation and His friends. People that just like to spend time in His presence. Or music to me, man, is try to figure out how to put that into words. It's kind of it's an authentic expression, if you will, of what I feel in my heart. It's kind of like a direct connect port for me, like plugging into the source of power, or man, the best, I don't know, like it's like my closest connection to God.
Hello, my name is Gary Spears, and I'm the audio-video technical director for La Casa de Cristo Lutheran Church. And that title has a wide range of responsibilities, but basically what I do is make sure that all the audio and video equipment that we have on campus is running correctly and can help the leaders of the classes or whatever the event is get their message across in a way that's clearly understood and with whatever audio and video needs that they may have. And just to start off with, I'll give you a real quick overview of just one of the places where we spend a lot of time, and that's in the sanctuary in the AV booth. If you've walked out of the sanctuary, you've walked by the AV booth and you see the equipment that we have. And you can see on this end of the booth we have all the video equipment. And then in the center of the booth, we actually have our lighting board that runs the lighting in this sanctuary. And you can see Ron here is my volunteer for audio, and he runs all the AV equipment as well. We've got the mixing board that he's working with, and then we've got various receivers and amplifiers and recording equipment and whatnot in the cabinet. This is just one of the examples. We also have a very similar setup in the gathering place. This is the gathering place. This is our contemporary worship space. And in our contemporary worship space, obviously, we have our audio reinforcement, we have our lighting, and we have our video deck, just like we do in the sanctuary. But over here it's a little newer because we put this space in only a couple years ago. But it's basically the same thing. We have our audio board here where Austin, another one of our volunteers, is helping out. And we have the lighting board in the center again, and then the video desk is next to that. And these are all sophisticated systems, but again, we thank the Lord for the talent that He's given us to work with these systems, and we enjoy utilizing these systems to help facilitate worship in this space. This is the system in one of our classrooms. This happens to be classroom A, but you can see it's got a sophisticated AV system as well. And there are many places across the campus that have these types of systems. We have them in most all the classrooms, A, B, C, and D, and then in several of the adult education building, as well as in classrooms 307 and just scattered throughout the campus, including the fellowship hall. But more importantly than all the technical aspects of everything that I and the volunteers and the other people on the staff and the AV department do is our focus on ministry. And our focus on ministry is quite simple. We want to make sure that we facilitate worship in this space. And so that's what our goal is for everything that we do. We want to make sure the audio is correct, the video is correct, the lighting is correct. Anything that we can utilize to help facilitate worship, we're going to do that, and in any way that we can. And that's our ministry focus.
My name is Dr. Jeremy Peterman, and I'm the organist at La Casa. My role here is to work with the music director, pastors, and the tech crew to help create a service that is both uplifting and centers around a theme of the week. The effort that goes into creating our weekly worship services is immense, and it involves all parts of our staff and many, many volunteers on a weekly basis. I can see the enthusiasm that our congregation has for the music program, not just in the number of folks who volunteer to sing or ring in our choirs, but for those who stick around to hear the postlude or get here early to hear the entirety of the organ prelude. Our very talented handbell choir, the Casa de Cristo, rehearses weekly and rings about once a month in service. We also enjoy it when some of our choir does a special bell solo or duet. Our Barrack House pipe organ just turned 10 years old this year. It is one of the largest in the Southwest and is the largest in the state of Arizona as far as regularly used organs. It is comprised of 5,069 pipes as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions. We have the pedal division. We have the positive division. The great division. The antiphonal division, which is shared with the solo division. And lastly, the swell division. The motto I work by when I enter these doors is in, up, out. In is feeling the Holy Spirit within this place and the living God within us. We know that He is here. Up is asking, how can I, my tongue and talents employ? Well, that's an easy one. Playing the organ in an uplifting manner for all of our congregation. The out, and up and out, is a trickier one. It's a privilege to be able to do many things here beyond simply playing the organ and directing the handbell program. And it's a joy, of course, to play for all of our congregation in the services and for those who only know us through the web.
Music ministry at La Casa is a joy in itself. Whether we're building footage for the YouTube channel, or we're working on the website, or the new app that we have for the congregation, it's always a joy to see how edifying God and worship is also a way of life and not just a job or a career. Working at La Casa, we have the opportunity to meet many of the members and of the congregation, and we get to work with a lot of great volunteers. And a lot of those volunteers stick around for a long time, and I'm really fortunate to have those guys here. It's really great to work with Jeremy and Jennifer and Gary, and it's really a blessing. My job here is to manage all the media, to do the videos, to do the slides, to do the filming each service, to work with these great volunteers that we have. We also have an intern. His name is Chris, and it's great to be able to serve with people that love Jesus, and I learn something new every day. La Casa also has a YouTube channel, and we've been working really hard to get media to all of our viewers and to people out in the community. And so if you would, go to our YouTube channel, search La Casa, and check out some of our content. We would love for you to subscribe and hit the little bell button so you get all the up-to-minute updates that we offer. And you can also go on our YouTube channel through our app, and you can find our services, you can see sermons, you can see music and other opportunities through offerings and other worship services. And it's a great way to keep in touch and see what all we're doing at the church.
It's been an awesome year involved in the music ministry team, and I love the heart behind serving and also making this place a place for people to come and to ultimately worship God with all their hearts and with all their minds and with all their strength. And I love to be a part of that, to see how God moves through His Spirit into the hearts of men and women and children, and specifically for myself as well. Being able to be a part of that is just a huge experience for me to understand more of who God is, because that's what I live for, is to know Him more.
And one of the great things about working here is that we get to go on the trips with the kids. We get to work on summer trip. Chris went on this past trip with us, and just working with the youth band, with all the staff and everyone there, it was really a blessing. And the music ministry is full charge, head on in the summer trip. Jennifer goes, Bill goes, and we all work to bring the Holy Spirit into the room every day. We also do VBX 2 weeks each year, and it's a great opportunity to really worship with the kids.
We're bringing in the rest of the gang, guys. Woo woo!
Yeah, La Casa team. Yes, come join the team.